Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we got some more 2A news for you, and this one comes from Eric Pratt at GOA. We're going to break into this one. It's entitled Anti-Gun Left Using a Texas Tragedy to Cower Pro-Gun Republicans. Oh boy, this is a lot to unpack. We're going to go through this article and check it out. I would, before we get started, like to thank our friends at JX Tactical. They have some amazing Kydex holsters. You guys might be familiar with the Fat Boy holster. That is their holster design. It is fantastic. Here's one for my SIG P365 right here. This one's in tan. This is the XL model. They also make mag carriers. This one uses their Ultra clip, which is a nice low-profile clip. You can adjust all the retention on these things right here. We've got a paddle holster here for a Glock 19. This is actually a Glock Model 45. In this particular one, you can see they offer different finishes and stuff. They are a police and veteran-owned company. Very good people, amazing patriots. Use the code IV8888 to get yourself a nice discount if you want to check out some of their holsters. They do provide a lot of different options, various clip types, belt loops. I personally do love the Fat Boy holster a lot because it sits nice and low. Some of us who are men of girth, if you will, this is a very comfortable holster, especially for such a small gun like this. Very easy to hide. So check them out, JX Tactical, and tell them we sent you. I'll put a link down below if you want to check out their stuff. And don't forget the code. All right, let's break into this. Okay. And this comes directly from Eric Pratt at GOA. And just on a side note, I am the Georgia State Director for GOA. Just full disclosure, just so people know I am associated with GOA. But I like doing the article reads because I like to kind of provide a few of my little, thoughts in there as well. Okay, so let's read here. I'm sure that you saw the tragic news from yesterday. We mourn the innocent Texans who were murdered by a horrifically evil person. Sadly, we've already seen significant politicization of this tragedy for political gain by those on the left, including, most alarmingly, in fundraising emails where groups like Bloomberg's Everytown are raising money right now to help them use the emotion of the moment to get gun control enacted. And of course, there's an accompanying image that I'll show here. But that's not all. Joe Biden made a national address last night urging the country to stand up to the gun lobby and pass common sense gun laws. Sadly, rather than bringing the nation together, Biden was about as unifying as a table saw. He spewed multiple lies from his mouth and attacked those who support our constitutional rights. For example, number one, Biden said, mass shootings went down after his so-called assault weapons ban was enacted. But not only did his semi-auto ban fail to reduce mass shootings, such events actually increased after his school zone gun ban was enacted. That's because killers actually seek out gun-free zones. We know this because 94% of mass shootings occur in areas like schools, where good people are prevented from carrying for self-defense. Gun control has never made Americans safer. Consider that Chicago has already seen over 40 persons shot and killed this month, and this is in a city that has some of the toughest gun control restrictions in the nation. Number two, Biden claimed that other countries rarely see mass shootings take place, but this was a lie too, as only 2 of the worst 25 mass shootings on record have occurred in the United States. The other 23 occurred outside of this country. Number 3, Biden also suggested that mass shootings occur with frequency in America, but in reality, one is more likely to be killed by a lightning strike than killed by a mass shooting. I want to just add something right there. Eric is right. That is totally true. But understand, too, that in order for something to qualify as a mass shooting, I believe it just has to, and I say just like it's not, I don't want to downplay it like it's not important. But if 2 or 3 people are involved in a shooting, that can count towards a mass shooting. So the media uses the term mass shooting, and they want, when people think mass shooting, they think a dozen people, 20 people, 30 people. But a mass shooting occurs in Chicago weekly, if not daily, in certain situations where multiple victims are involved, and that technically counts as a mass shooting. Now, when you want to look at population densities, demographics, who shoots who, where they shoot who. I mean, we're not going to get into that particular environment right this moment, but come on now. I mean, this is not Joe Blow America, Joe Blow Little Town USA causing these issues. These are people in cities with some terrible gang problems, and we're talking, people who obviously are resorting to violence for just about every little tiny quabble that they can find, think of. And that's tragic. We should, get to the underlying cultural issue that is causing these things to occur and deal with it wherever it may be. And under whose leadership it might be under. Lori Lightfoot, we're looking at you. They have some of the strictest gun control in Chicago, yet these things continue to occur. And then we want to sit here and pretend like Biden's, solutions that he's trying to offer here are going to do anything more than make the rest of the country more like Chicago. No, thank you. All right. There were more lies, but you get the point. We must discuss real solutions by preventing this type of evil from striking again. For example, by arming willing teachers, which is a solution supported by 81% of police. No school that has armed teachers or staff has ever experienced a mass shooting. We must also repeal the unconstitutional Gun-Free School Zones Act, which leaves our children vulnerable to criminals and our parents unarmed to defend them. If our elected officials are important enough to receive armed protection, so too should our children. Additionally, politicians who support the Second Amendment across the state and country are being made the subjects of unacceptable and vitriolic attacks. As we saw after the Sandy Hook killings, pro-gun legislators were savaged by anti-gun politicians and media, and many of them started to buckle. That is, they started writing and supporting gun control until they started hearing from GOA members. The loud, unified voice of GOA members gave strength to wilting legislatures, and this has been documented by the New York Times, the Washington Post, and many other media accounts. That's why I need you to take action and urge your representatives and senators to not use this tragedy as an excuse to waver on their oath to uphold and protect the Constitution's Second Amendment. Remember, boys and girls, the Second Amendment is a specific list of instructions to tell the government what they cannot do. Right? Your gun rights do not come from man. You are born with your gun rights. The Second Amendment simply acknowledges that they are to stay away. And it is the most clearly written language in the document in terms of what it means. It says what it means and nothing it doesn't. So, anyway, man cannot grant or take away that right. You are born with that right. The document, our Bill of Rights, recognizes the rights we're born with. The Constitution recognizes and codifies the rights that you were born with and tells the government to stay away. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he plans to bring up gun control soon. This could range from magazine and semi-auto bans to universal background checks and more. Plus, we should also expect to see an attempt by Schumer to eliminate the filibuster, as this forces anti-gun Democrats to get 60 votes rather than just 50. Finally, given that the Senate could force votes on gun control this week, please call your two senators at 202-224-3121. Don't assume that your Republican senators are safe. They are coming under intense pressure and need to hear from you right away. Thanks so much. And please continue to keep the families in Uvalde, Texas in your prayers. Absolutely, Eric. Great article. Thanks for that. Calls for solidarity are important. Our society needs to get together and get on the same page when it comes to our natural rights, our self-defense, and having the tools that we need at our disposal, right? Listen, I'm not going to tell you to join GOA, okay? I am the Georgia State Director for GOA, and I'm sitting here telling you, if you want to join, we'd love to have you. We would love your support, but I'm never going to be that machine gun preacher. I'm never going to tell you, you need to go join GOA. But especially here in Georgia, we could use you. If you're in Georgia, you want to sign up, donate what you can, we would love to have you. I'd be honored to have you in the ranks of, Second Amendment supporters here in Georgia, especially signed up for the GOA. Look, you want to sign up? Great, you can. There's a link right there in the article. I'll put the link in the description box below. You can sign up if you wish, but don't think that I'm trying to pressure anybody. I want you to do what you feel is right in your heart when you feel it's right in your heart. But we would love to have you if you'd like to join GOA. But have yourselves a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wanted to do this read. I thought it was a great read. And Eric is a wonderful guy, and I think very highly of his action. So Have yourselves a great day. Many more videos on the way. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go over to Ballistic Ink and pick yourself up an awesome t-shirt. That's one way you can support our channel here directly if you wish to do so. Remember, stay safe, stay vigilant, keep your gun on you, and keep your eyes peeled and face evil where you see it. Be of good courage, be of good faith, and move forward and defend yourself. Good day. We'll see you soon.